These are the 10 secrets King Charles would take to his grave. Number 10. Spy secrets. King Charles III has a deep interest in espionage that goes beyond just James Bond movies and Aston Martin DB5s. In fact, in 2019, he couldn't resist dropping by the 007 set to chat all things Aston with Bond actor Daniel Craig. But his interest in espionage goes much deeper than that. He has a long-standing relationship with Britain's security services and was even appointed royal patron of intelligence agencies in 2011. This was on the recommendation of spy chiefs from MI5, MI6, and GCHQ. This means that as the monarch, King Charles receives regular security briefings from the agencies and a daily red box of spy secrets. This includes intelligence reports, cabinet papers, and secret reports from Commonwealth countries, which are delivered to him wherever he may be in the world. He also visits agencies regularly to see how they're handling the day's national security threats and examines historical spy artifacts such as Noreen's cipher machine used on board the royal yacht and her Brent key for the secure telephone system. The king's life has been surrounded by spies since he was born, and now as the monarch, King Charles continues to work closely with the security services to ensure the safety and security of not only himself, but also the entire royal family and the whole country. Number 9. Potential divorce. Rumors and speculations have been circulating that Queen Consort Camilla, wife of King Charles, had threatened him with divorce in 2018 and even demanded $400 million in exchange for her silence, as she knows many royal secrets. According to sources close to the royal family, Camilla's relationship with Prince Harry and Prince William has not been the best. And we already knew that. Prince Harry has reportedly stated that he and William begged King Charles not to marry Camilla at one point, but he did it anyway. According to the inside source, Camilla did not start off on the right foot with the royal wives as well, Meghan Markle and Kate Middleton. Insider said, quote, "She's so jealous of younger beautiful Kate and Meghan, she waged a vicious backstabbing campaign against them, calling them commoners unfit to join the royal family." Another source said, quote, "There are frantic talks going on behind closed doors at Buckingham Palace, trying to negotiate some sort of face-saving compromise, but Camilla will play hardball." Despite the rumors and speculations, it seems that Charles and Camilla have managed to patch things up and finally stay together, and there was no need to file for a divorce. However, it remains unclear if the rumors are true or not, and the family has not commented on the matter at all. Number 8. A list of demands. King Charles was reportedly nicknamed the Pampered Prince by his staff at Clarence House, where he lived with his wife, Queen Consort Camilla, from 2003 until he recently took the throne. Details of the former Prince of Wales' lavish requests were revealed in the 2015 Amazon Prime documentary, Serving the Royals Inside the Firm. Paul Bureau, who served as a butler to Queen Elizabeth and Princess Diana, revealed the precise directions the king's staff are given to take care for him, from ironing his shoelaces to putting toothpaste on his toothbrush. The former butler shared that King Charles had everything. His pajamas are pressed every morning, his shoelaces are pressed flat with an iron, the bath plug has to be in a certain position, and the water temperature just has to be right. After getting ready, King Charles' strict morning routine is continued with his breakfast. Prince Charles has a healthier option. He had homemade bread, a bowl of fresh fruit juices, said Chef Graham Newbold, a former member of the royal staff. He also said, quote, "Wherever the prince goes in the world, the breakfast box goes with him." He also supposedly insists that his cheese and biscuits be warmed to a certain temperature at the end of his meals, and he also makes his staff keep a warming tray nearby since he's particular about everything. Number 7. Drinking. King Charles III's secret drinking habit has been revealed, but the drink has to be served in a very specific way. Charles's friend Count Tibor Kalnaki said the king visited him in Transylvania, Romania a number of years ago. Count Tibor added that the king liked the area so much he decided to buy a property there, while he also revealed that during his trip, Charles drank a martini every single night before having dinner. And even though this doesn't seem like too much, it's definitely something that wouldn't sit well for others in the royal family. Number 6. The Magician. King Charles is known for his love of magic tricks, and he has proved this when he met magician Keelan Laser at the Dog and Bull pub in Croydon in 1994. Keelan, who was just 15 years old at the time, had already made a name for himself on various television shows and was invited to perform a trick for Charles as part of a celebration of the historic Surrey Street Market. Recalling the encounter, Keelan said, "He'd make a great magician. I was around 15 and was asked to make a letter of thanks magically appear for him. He was kind of like, ah, yeah. I probably realized how you made the letter appear. But Keelan had a surprise in store for Charles, as he also secretly placed a glass of champagne appear straight after the letter. The prince was reportedly shocked by the second trick and complimented Keelan on his skills. King Charles is also a member of the Magic Circle, which is a society of stage magicians founded in London in 1905. He joined the group in 1975 after performing a cup and balls trick, and even celebrated his 70th birthday with the London Palladium Gala starring some of Britain's finest magicians. Number 5. Bullied in the past. King Charles reportedly faced intense bullying while attending the Scottish boarding school Gordonstoun in the 1960s. A former schoolmate of the monarch, John Stoneborough, has shared his experiences and insights in the new ITV documentary titled Charles Our New King. According to Stoneborough, other young boys at the school blamed Prince Charles for the strict rules and bullied him relentlessly. He recalls that one of the mistakes made when Prince Charles arrived at Gordonstoun was that the students were told to treat him like everyone else. But he was not like everyone else. He was going to be the King of England. Despite all the bullying, Charles remained stoic and never complained, never whined about the situation as well. According to Stoneborough, Gordonstoun probably put a little bit of steel in his backbone and turned him into the leader he is today. Number 4. Security measures. When the government introduced stricter regulations on trespassing in certain protected sites such as Downing Street, Shares, and Buckingham Palace, Charles' home in Tetbury was also granted this level of protection, as he was then heir to the throne. Another change made for King Charles' safety was the removal of any public footpaths running too closely to the property. Arthur relived the moment, saying, "I'm walking along this path with a big telescope lens on my shoulder, and he came galloping on his horse. 'What are you doing on my land?' he screamed. I said, 'I'm not on your land, I'm on a public footpath, sir.'" One visible security measure outside the house is a large stone wall around the perimeter, and overhead the skies are protected from intrusion as there is an aerial exclusion zone for civilian aircrafts, and this rule has been in place since 1991. Inside the house, there's also a major security feature, which is a secret panic room that would be used by Charles and his wife just in case of emergency. There's been rife speculation about what could be stored in the safe place, anything from food supplies all the way to allegations of possible blood supplies that match the blood groups of Charles and Camilla. Number 3, is he the real dad? In a very controversial article, it repeats as follows. Globe claimed that the heir to the throne finally told the Duke of Sussex the truth of his parentage. An unnamed source told the tabloid that Prince Charles became so fed up with Meghan Markle's whining that he summoned his youngest son to Buckingham Palace. While there, Prince Charles reportedly dropped a huge bombshell about not being Prince Harry's biological father. The insider even claimed to have known the exact words that Prince Charles reportedly told Prince Harry. He said, quote, "I am not your biological father. After your brother William's birth, your mother and I grew apart. Diana betrayed me and conceived you during a secret affair with another man," the insider claimed. But the shocking claims did not end there. Prince Charles reportedly told Markle's husband that he's known the truth for years since he took a DNA test that proved they were not related. Some juicy stuff right here. Number 2, a secret skill. Behind closed doors, the monarch is an excellent ice skater and even has a certificate in the sport. The king reportedly learned to ice skate at the Richmond Ice Rink, receiving a certificate of merit in March 1962 when he was only 14 years old. His mother, Queen Elizabeth II, enjoyed skating as well during her childhood too, taking lessons at the Park Lane Ice Club. Her late majesty also served as a royal patron for British ice skating's national governing body from 1952. Following her death, British ice skating even released a statement saying, quote, "For those skaters who have been fortunate enough to have met her over the years, she conveyed warmth, passion, and a genuine interest in our wonderful sport." Number 1, a secret son. A man named Simon Charles Durante Day claims to be the son of King Charles III and Camilla. Simon says he's the illegitimate child of the current king and the queen consort, and that he needs a DNA test to establish his ancestry. In an interview with 7 News, Durante Day stated it is challenging to look at his children because there's striking similarity to Her Majesty the Queen. He said, quote, "It's hard at the moment because every time I look at them, his children, I see her, so that kind of brings the grief." He continued saying, "A lot of my friends are also mourning that the queen passed, and they're quite sad. To see them brings it back. It's right in your face. It's not like something you could ignore." He says that when he was 17 years old, they surrendered him to the royal servants, and that Charles and Camilla consented to give him to the family's employees at the time because they knew it would raise problems when Charles and Camilla had him. Durante Day also added, quote, "There's been discussion in there between a judge and myself and his barista about the legal standing of Charles and whether the monarch is protected by the law or is above the law," adding he wants legal resolution for this.
Bad blood. Diana's interview and voice recordings say one thing and the royal family says another, so we'll never know for certain exactly what went down between the People's Princess and the family of her ex-husband, aka the royal family, and aren't on the best terms with the Windsors. Evidence of this was clear at the wedding between Diana's son, Prince William, and Kate Middleton, who's hot. Diana's brother and a few other relatives were invited, but as far as reports go, they chose to sit on Kate's side. Being Diana's family, they should have sat on the groom's side of the church. Racism. A former BBC royal correspondent has criticized the royal family for remaining silent while Meghan Markle faced racist abuse when her relationship with Harry went public. Peter Hunt, who worked for the BBC for 30 years, including 17 of those years covering the royals until leaving the corporation in 2017, said the palace should have publicly condemned the abuse. Meghan Markle has been subjected to a wave of abuse and harassment, it said, highlighting the racial undertones of comment pieces and the outright sexism and racist of social media trolls and web article comments. Hunt said that while Harry had spoke out, there was silence from the institution. He said part of the issue was the royal household's reluctance to rock the boat with elements of the media, some of whom have been openly critical of the Sussexes. Wary of unnecessarily aggravating them, they intermediately complain and privately exasperate, but very focused on trying to keep them on side. The previous coverage of Meghan has come under scrutiny following the revelation not this week, it was actually a while ago, that the Duchess of Sussex had faced. Discussing in very real threats on her life, former head of Counter Not Nice People at the Met Police revealed a number of threats emanating, that's the word, from the far right.
These are the 10 secrets King Charles will take to his grave. What did you guys think about this video? Leave a comment down below with your thoughts, and don't forget to like and follow this page for some more content. I'm Euros Andrew, and I hope you guys have a great day.